Yeah,
seems to be close.
and it looks like we're going to steps, and have we seen? I feel like we've seen more Team Flare on steps than
We've definitely seen
Jack.
Flare on steps. I think twice.
We did see Flare on steps because we saw, speak of the Devils, the upsetters themselves, we saw Toma play against them.
Yeah, we saw them play it, I believe,
On Monday.
and I think we saw it last Monday or Wednesday as well against someone.
No, Team Flare definitely played it like it's definitely, so it looks like they're playing 2. But the thing is Jack AFK is this a bad map for them? Probably not. I feel like
not.
I feel like Steps is, and they're on defense. I mean,
I imagine knowing Jack's AFK, they probably have like 1 or 2 maps they're like, they don't want to play, and I don't think Steps is going to be one of them. I mean, I think they may look at it as a worst case scenario. It's a 1-1, or they'll be confident on it. And Steps' attack doesn't seem as daunting in a 6-on-6 format as it did in a 7v7. We're getting ready to go in. Flare bringing double IS7, Kronwagen, double that, 1 CS, do or die time for them. Jack's AFK trying to close it out, bringing in an IS7, double bat, 1 STB, 1 Super Conqueror, and 1 Kronwagen. So Kronwagens for all.
I feel like we've seen, when it comes to Steps defense, do we have a statistic for like the overall? I don't know if we have a statistic for the overall defense win percentage, but I feel like it's really high.
Yeah, it's
because
once
I know
ends, it takes a while sometimes for teams to attack on this map.
Right,
it takes too long, and then you have
takes too
like
long.
we saw before.
They ran down the time.
And I think both these teams will be efficient. I mean, I think it was actually Flare that ran out the clock in that game, and Jack's AFK definitely wouldn't mind doing it as well. And you can see Dark Ninja going for his early spot. I think he did this last time as well.
Yeah, he did.
But maybe slightly different initial.
So we're going to see some blind fires here, and Dark is going to go down again first. Like, he always, I mean, like sometimes happens. No play.
For a second, I was like, oh God, how big of a delay am I on? My goodness.
I just remember Dark needs to not go to C2, because you remember when he got permatracked there and he ended up one shot?
He's just gotta like do a little bit.
I don't know
more,
why.
like,
I literally can't. I literally, I'm so mean, because like I'm trying to think of events of where like Dark did like really good, and I can't. All I can think of is like when he gets permatracked, when he like YOLOs and dies. I'm trying to be nice.
This A4 position, very sneaky, powerful.
Yeah, it's like a hold down, right?
Yeah, the IS7 is just kind of beefy there. Super Conquerors, I think, have played there before as well, but I think an IS7's just in this format's probably superior, just because it's that much harder to deal with, and no side turret shots if he ever pokes up too high and someone's on the 4 line. And look at him; he's just chilling.
It's Wally.
He's got his turbo. He's got his hardening. He's got his rammer. And he's just staring straight ahead, and no one should really be able to poke up without him spotting him.
It's actually really nice because he's like playing a position where he can go like, "Hey, you guys go over here, mix it, check the south line. I want that clear. All right, I'm gonna sit up here in the north. I swear they're gonna do a north push. If they do a north push on me, I'm gonna yell at all of you guys to come help me because I'm gonna die." So I think we're gonna see that there. We did a little inside peek into their comms, and we heard Wally there for a second.
And Ferret
he's gonna light
these,
these, right?
Be detected in a second. Now you can see Ferret bouncing one shot. Looks like Ox and Como are firing, and actually another one misses. And I think it's the Kronwagen dummy clip, and maybe
Nexus might take a more shot. Yeah, and he connects.
2 in the Nexus.
They bled them pretty good, decent.
Did they need both of them to go up here?
Yes, because it's Nexus.
Because they don't know if anyone's here or not. And they wanted to make sure, but now they're both there.
You think they wanted to make sure there was a bat, like they wanted to clear that? To make sure that
Yeah, because we've seen bat chats put there, and now they go,
wait,
okay,
who is shooting that? Oh, wow.
It should be the Kron.
Yeah. It's the Kron of the Super Kron. We're just still getting shots.
And now they're in position to start shooting at wall hacks, but they need to kind of keep driving.
It looks like Wally is just going to go in. And he's going to buy time. Because if he hugs another IS7, even though there's 2 there, he can buy time if he hugs the one with... Look at this. He's literally just...
exposes himself to potentially getting shot again. And he can high roll Nexus to kill him. Nexus taking a shot in the side, but it does bounce. He's trying to make it hard, and he does pen
He does
Nexus,
get it on the 42 HP. Looks like Ox is looking for maybe the pick.
The moment. and down he
Ferret
goes
picks
to
it up.
Ferret, so they pick up the IS-7.
It looks like they're taking map
F2
control. Look at this
F2
map
has
control.
a double bat CS, and it's a double bat STB from Jack's AFK. This is where the game will be decided. If someone overpokes, someone overextends, these bat check clips are
floppy
so
crosses
important.
for free! And then Brett, they're lit, so Brett is just gonna go. Oh, he pokes it. He's like,
goes,
oh.
There's 3 of them. Okay, and he's backing up, and Dark
But Floppy,
pokes up.
Dark is gonna poke right
now
there
Floppy's
after.
There. They
oh
now
my
see
God.
Floppy, and they're in a terrible spot because they can't focus anyone. An external goes down. This is really bad for Flair. Really bad
Dark,
because now they continue forward.
I think Dark got that
arriving,
goldfish memory.
He's going to die next.
Correct, he
Red
is.
maybe has 1 left. He's
There's a
get
lot
his shot
over
out.
here.
Will finish. Oh, no, he will not finish. Anthony does get the shot, but Brett does not.
Oh,
and now
my God.
Bloop is coming in.
Wait a minute. Floppy is leaving.
Pickers are becoming the pickies because Floppy got his clip out.
PM came over and just saved everybody. That's crazy.
And Ferret's fighting Ox, and now Ox is back. Now,
PM is also a good pick, by the way.
Well for Jack's AFK as it should have. The Super Conqueror should be able to still cover him, but Ox is taking another hit as he starts to flee. And yeah, they split up and made it really. They picked external very fast, but then they just didn't get another kill. And Floppy has HP, but they just need to find something to pick.
I feel like
Ox
I don't
doesn't have
know.
much HP,
It looked like a timing. It looked like a timing thing. Yeah, and Coma's in the middle here.
In here together, PM's gonna lead the way.
Oh yeah, all these auto loaders.
Blue needs to not get shot by anyone but Coma in order to hopefully try to dump most of his clip and then get safe. If he takes a hit from the Kron, which is on the full move, which shouldn't happen, PM's just got to drive in here and initiate as soon as possible, and then they have to get safe to the bat check.
Wait,
here
Coma? Hello?
He looked like he was looking for the bat check because I think the bat check got lit and takes 2. PM gets the 3rd, and down he goes. Flair, Bloop does take the 1 hit. It was either from the Super Gonger or it was from Floppy from across the way. But that was perfect from Flair. And now all the HP's on Floppy.
What is going on? This is insane. Reverse sweep? Hopium?
It's possible. Crazier things have happened, but Floppy Ox, 2
clutch because they're literally winning on defense. Attack, sorry.
And doing the right thing, starting some cap pressure with at least just 1 gun, and Ox has to cross in the open. Ferret taking his time, making sure to connect his shot.
I think Ox is just finishing it, right? I guess.
Probably. It looks like 1 miss.
Oh, he's going for the kills for the fantasy. Yay, fantasy team. Let's go.
A low from Ferret. He rolled twice. And Ox is still alive. They stick the second on cap, and Ferret connects. Oh, it feels bad for Ferret for a moment.
And then watch Floppy just get a crap ton of fantasy points.
Yeah, he should be able to pick up Dark Ninja at the least here once he spots it.
He might pick up 2 kills here.
Look at the cap. He gets 1 shutout. He's trying to find Nexus, but Nexus is pretty safe. 2 PM, and now he's down to 200 HP. And Jack is AFK. Going to drop this game to Flair. And Flair, they looked when Floppy made that play at H1 and they picked external. It looked like it was done.
I literally am so surprised because Dark lit Floppy crossing, and then he went wide.
Oh, I thought he didn't spot him. I thought that they must have been on that plateau where they just didn't quite see him, but they did see him cross.
I feel like he lit him because he tried to get a shot.
Oh,
he crossed and I feel like it was a last second light.
I was surprised they set up like they did if they saw him cross, because I was like, yeah, you guys need to make something happen now, real fast. I thought it would be just get on the high ground.
I don't know. All I know is PM came over there and saved the day, and then Nexus took all the shots against Wally.
And
so I think
it looks like he got 4 out of 5. It looks like of his clip over there, so he still got most of his shots to connect. And
external was the one that got picked. And then Brett got picked. And then Dark almost got picked, but I feel like Anthony was a little bit behind. You know what I mean?
And he was doing good damage, but then just that little bit. And when PM came in, it was just all the reinforcements they needed. The STB goes down, and Bloop's on
I'm just the only thing I didn't get is why Anthony wasn't on the high side with Brett.
Oh yeah, as an STB especially.
Right, because he could have wrapped it. He could have wrapped them around into the open.
I think he started there. And then he went down.
Because he went down and then he got picked for free because nobody could support him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They were taking. So if he would have been on the rocks and stuff, because Coma was heading towards the middle, Like, I feel like, Coma would have gotten some more shots off. Floppy would have got out, but they would have had to,
Coma
like,
didn't get much out at all.
No,
And
because he was just, like, moving the whole time. But that's what
he
I'm
was just
saying.
kind of
Like,
lagging behind, and he bounced some shots or missed on the IS-7s under the rails. And to be fair, those are not easy shots to connect. There's you're shooting on those rails, and you just kind of have a side turret for a split second, and it's not guaranteed to connect or pen if it does. But yeah, I felt like it was just one or two shots another way, and that was Jack's AFK's game, but it didn't go that way. And like I said in the pregame, Flare showed on Monday, like you said, some teams may tilt or whatever, that they were down, and they just said, no, we're pedal to the metal, play our game.
I just don't know what's going on.
Determination.
We're literally we're seeing what, like, we're seeing teams that are, I mean, they're getting game. I mean, Wally did say word for word, stop saying we're good. We're gonna lose eventually. That's what he said. We're gonna fucking lose eventually. Smiley, stop saying we're a good team. Top 3, stop it. And I'm like thinking to myself now, I'm like, oh God, maybe
that's the way Wally's always been.
Yeah. Well, no, not having an ego is a great thing. Because that means you never underestimate people. And we're going into this next game, and I just don't know. And this is where it starts getting, this is where it starts getting, Jack is like, one more game, and we win.
And we at least guarantee a point. Yeah.
And then Team Flare.
Sorry, for Flare. Yeah,
yeah.
Jack,
and Team Flare is like,
in the same situation. One more win, and Jack has it.
Yeah. And then Team Flare is like, they're like, dude, if we win one more, we go to tiebreaker. We take a point off of Jack is AFK.
And a lot of our competition this season is not going to take a point off. And you can see here, IS-7277 immediately picked by Jack is AFK. And a 1-of from Flare. 1 IS-7, 1 Super Conqueror, 1 Bad Chat.
It's so weird. Toma was fighting against... Toma is... Toma and Flare fighting against each other was really good. They were really good matches. But now we're seeing, like, Toma just Toma just annihilating FHS. And then now we're seeing, like, Team Flare, maybe they can do it. I mean, all it takes for both teams is just one game,
And that's where regular
one game for an upset.
The germ word of the day, or the word of the season that I'll probably say a lot is, for most teams in competitive format during long seasons like this with round robins and points, the most important thing you can do is consistency. Without you don't need to have these flashy, spectacular highlight reels during the regular season. You need grinding results and consistent play. You want to know what team you're playing on is going to show up each day. You don't want to be questioning it each day, whatever. When you go to playoffs and you go to finals, hey, there is no long-term plan. It's whatever we're doing tomorrow is what matters. And, right now, teams need to, Toma's playing hot, cold, Flare may be hot, cold, Jack is AFK may be hot, cold. And
like, I think
we'll see right here.
All I know is Jack loses this, Wally's going to be like, we need to start scrimming. It's coming. I feel like we can kind of, what I'm thinking? Team Flare and Toma Titos are scrimming more than Jack is AFK and FHS.
I cannot imagine that Tomas have not spent a considerable amount of time on Ghost Town scrimming, because if they're not spending it, like, they had so many moving parts and, like, condensed stuff when I see them play. It just looked like there wasn't a lot of rust there. They had people go into positions they knew about beforehand. They saw something happen and they had triggers. But you may be right about some of these other teams. Some of it could just be kind of vague positional or individual play, like External playing the bat chat on the outside, or Brett playing the bat chat.
Coma getting PTSD, remembering when he got fucked up in the Super Conqueror back there, like a rock back.
Yeah.
And he takes a shot here.
He's moving forward.
He's moving forward in an IS-7 this time. He's like, he's like,
the information's relayed. External's up there, or
correct.
At least a bat chat's up.
They don't have a Kronwagen this time, so he doesn't die. Think about it. It's actually 200 IQ if you think about it. If you send a man to the same spot twice, he won't die because he will have learned from his mistakes.
Homa's very isolated. They don't actually have anyone overwatching him. I mean, the bat chat and the CS can get into position really quickly to overwatch him. But you know, it's kind of a gamble they're taking because I don't think they have a lot of intel. They
What is their
don't know
tie
that,
breaker? The tiebreaker map is Sand
I think it's
River.
Tundra. Is it Sand River? I thought it was Tundra. Did they ban Tundra? Or was Tundra
It's Sand River.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, Tundra's banned. Oh
Dang.
my
And
Jesus!
you can see they're actually disengaging here. Anthony's moving pretty slow in a Super Conqueror, even with Turbo. Ox is keeping eyes over there, and their i7's pivoting already, trying to get what information he can.
Dude,
find
Coma
what
is
he
just
can.
getting all division. I like
And
tanks.
wondering what
I
he can
am
see
Coma.
because I assume he sees.
And I think
he
if
has to see
Coma,
Blue.
right? And I think if
he doesn't see Ferret, but he knows that there's a batch head up high, so they're starting to speculate.
and I think
where
if
things
Coma
are, and he
gets
doesn't
more
see
than
the
400
Super
damage
Conqueror.
this game, he might actually, you know,
TM's going to show himself here, and that may be a
You think
mistake.
so?
I think they just because if he's been lit, then sure. But if he hadn't been lit, that's just extra.
Oh my
information
God!
for
Look at
trading.
this. We're seeing the CS and the VZ and the bat chat are going over north.
Yep. They have to disengage, and they're going to see it the whole way. This map it's becoming a tug of war. They know, I think, that the i7 Nexus has to be there too, but I don't know.
Wow! They're gonna make it. Are they gonna make it a 7-8 brawl?
Ferret down to
700
my God,
HP.
Ferret Coma gets a shot.
Oh,
he should go down.
Is he permed?
He does.
He gets
drop
out
down
barely.
safely, but that is a lot of HP to bleed for essentially
Oh, it's a lot. Nothing.
No clips were recycled. Nothing. No damage was exchanged, and now PM, I think, traded shot.
I was lagging, guys. Haha. That's fair.
Yeah, and in 6v6, you lose that HP kind of before the fight, before a push.
Correct.
Against a team like Jack is AFK, that sometimes is more
and
than
look,
enough.
Nexus is playing the Wally position.
Now Flair is
the Jack AFK position, but Ox
getting some shots,
getting some
Nexus,
heat shells,
keeping him there. And Jack is AFK's up a tank in HP.
Correct.
And Ox is able to keep this i7 here and start flexing closer to his teammates. And now Flair has to make a drastic play in order to stay.
Wally is not in a good spot for these two guys that can play hold down against him.
Yeah, they're just getting.
They need to. They're just gonna get. He's gonna get picked for free here.
Ooh, Blue taking a hit there from.
It doesn't matter though, because Dark Ninja is literally just gonna kill Wally.
I don't know if they saw Brett or not. I think they had to have, because I think the CS got a shot into him just now because he was behind the rock before. And now Bloop and Dark Ninja.
Why is this so late?
And here comes Floppy and Anthony. The i7's also coming, and Nexus is going to be the one out of the fight. He has to be looking to get in there as quickly as possible. He's got to get a shot on Tacoma and just start driving. Ox is here. He stopped dumping his clip, and this clip will be very important.
But External is guarding his... External over here playing defensive tackle. Just like, get out of here. You're not clipping my boy. Ooh, but it goes down!
And here comes the counterplay. PM is leading the way. They're going for Brett. They need to focus him down before he gets his clip out. Flair gets the ram, and
really out of position.
Anthony and PM are sitting there, but PM is getting perma-tracked, and it looks like Ox lands his last 2 shells into PM. Bloop has to drive forward. He's on
Floppy, you need to get out of there, bro.
Very low health. And Nexus is still very, very far out of the fight.
Yeah.
While he's staring off against Coma, and I guess it's okay if they just keep each other from Nexus's point of view.
I mean, Jack just lost.
As long as Coma's not in the fight, it's okay. But if Coma's in the fight, he has to get there. And Bloop getting his shots, double taps into Floopy. I think Dark Ninja missed his potential kill shot.
And then we see a...
That's the MS1.
Oh my God, the legendary MS1 inside the map. Okay, there we go. Okay, dude.
And Jack is AFK down 2,000 HP. 1,500 of it is on Nexus. I kept calling out Nexus on the side because it was just important that he knew, and I think he was keeping tabs on Coma once that bad chat left. As long as it's pretty much like if Coma just decides to drive up and over onto the 8 line, like Nexus has to get in there. But as long as he's just keeping tabs on him and making sure that he's not doing it, then Nexus doesn't have to cross the open and take
So now it really comes down to both of the teams are probably running down the time. I mean, Jack is AFK doesn't have a shot.
They have a shot if Flair messes up.
That's some copium.
They have a shot, but right now Bloop is giving them a shot because I don't know what he's doing.
That blind fire was really close.
It was very close.
He's lit.
And he gets him. Jeez. I was concerned. And Ox, I think, actually kind of stalled out a little bit on his engine when he hit the rock there for a second. Went down a little bit lower than he went. I was calling out Bloop there just because I was like, you know.
Can you imagine Ox going like...
Can you imagine Ox going like... to a bad shot clip, that could be really bad.
Guys.
From the stealth. We saw External on
guys,
his
didn't
team.
Didn't they get rid of soap rocks? Like, that's Ox right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, what?
There were no soap rocks?
Hello? Hello? Did they get rid of Soaprox?
But now with the bat check, clip potential gone, the DPM just kind of isn't there anymore. Blue can't kill this IS-7, but he needs to not back up into the CS as well. But they're making it. I feel uncomfortable right now.
It's impossible. You look how where Nexus is.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
literally impossible.
I just
and
felt
he has
so
1500.
That's why. Okay, I forgot about Nexus. Okay. I was feeling really. I was getting the cold sweats, man. I was like, this feels like a. Why are we doing this?
No,
I guess
they're
they would
fine.
go for fantasy points. I respect it. Coma looking for Dark Ninja. Takes a hit there from Ferret in a 180-degree turret break. He will pick up Dark Ninja. This goes down to 299 and is finally finished. Jack is AFK. Dropped around. Flare coming back again for the second time this week from a 3-1 deficit to take it to a tiebreaker. Going the distance. And looking at this post-game stats, Floppy getting out 3K and 2 kills in his CS. Ox right behind him with 3K as well. Coma with 2,600. Brett with 1,500. Anthony with 1,200. Wallhacks with 500. Then Flare Bloop. We saw him at the end there. Maybe he was just looking for a monster game. Got out almost 5K and 3 kills. Dark Ninja 3K damage and 1 kill. PM 3K damage. Only 3 damage less
Bloop
than Dark
is
Ninja.
Gaming today, dude.
He is.
Bloop is actually gaming.
Probably the top pick so far. Him or Floppy, they both have been at the top.
No, but he did 4,700 twice. Think about that, because he did on a Muro too.
And Nexus had the best game of just kind of chilling over there. He took some hits.
Jesus.